the medicine is in balance. The medicine is in harmony. So the medicine of flow is in being able to play with those energies, literally watch the patterns play out, grow that awareness of what patterns are playing out and are dominating, and to be able to see how it is holding one back, or how it's disempowering, or how it's creating unhealthy consequences. So how this shows up in the flow, and you'll see it in yoga, how this shows up is in that inflexibility, right? That rigidity, those walls, that lack of prana and flow. And so in the flow, how that shows up is in the patterns that are very, for example, where the right side of the body dominates a pattern constantly, and where the struggle is bringing the left side of the body to come in and balance that flow. This is where everyone so far, just about everyone, is getting stuck. This right side of the brain is connected to the left side of the body. And in this world right now, if we really stop to look at everything we do as communities, as corporations, as governments, and ask this question, are we doing this in a way that is balanced in the masculine and feminine? If you just start to look around, and ask yourself, what does that even mean, right? What does that even mean? What I'm finding is that most of us humans are at the subconscious level. We are conditioned to lead with our masculine. We are conditioned to make choices with our masculine. And so this creates kind of a crisis when it comes to how we go about healing ourselves, and so many, when there are so many in need of healing. We do have a Balinese woman who is realizing that she's so strong with her right side in some of these patterns, and she just shared this morning how she realizes that, wow, the right side, it's like connected to the old thinking, to the old paradigm. She lives in a very patriarchal society, very masculine oriented. The women are more like servants. The women are more like property. Not for everyone, but it's still there, especially in the more traditional places. And she's stuck with her left. She's just really stuck. It's like she doesn't know how to, she'll use the word, I can't, and I'll remind her, no, reframe. Powerful languaging, those connections just haven't formed yet. She just doesn't have the circuitry yet to allow the left, her feminine, the new thinking, the new paradigm side, to lead inside of these patterns, right? So when we go deeper into the coaching part aspects of NeuroSomatic Flow, that's where it gets really fun and juicy to see, well, what are the blocks and what is needed, right? What is needed in terms of reframing and rewiring and working with different stories and beliefs and contexts for her to at least know that she can, and know that it's possible, and know that it's supported, right? And so, of course, safety has already come up, building her confidence, right, in her own unique expression, healing her voice, her ability to express through the 5th chakra, and also beyond. So that is really, I think that story is actually one that connects to almost all of the stories, in the just that it's easy to just keep doing the thing that we've been doing, but when it comes to bringing in something new, reciprocate in that, whether it's new paradigm, whether it's embracing the feminine, whether it's allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, whether it's allowing ourselves to be seen, whatever it is, it shows up, right? And when we bring the body in, especially with these patterns are what help us to see it. And the poi, or like the barometer, it's literally, it's neurofeedback, it's biofeedback. And then with that biofeedback, we just a few minutes a day, everyone is like just sculpting, right? And shifting, and just this clay, and rewiring and rebirthing themselves, and birthing this new way of being, literally new circuitry. Anytime we birth anything new within ourselves, any new physical, emotional, or mental expression, it is there is neural circuitry that facilitates that, or the rewiring of neural circuitry, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Yeah, thanks for tuning in and listening, and I'm gonna do my best to just document more of these individual stories, and get some interviews going to really honor these stories and honor these journeys, see what's possible for so many in such profound ways, and so quickly. We've been in the program now for 2-3 months. I think we're coming up on to our 3-month mark, and we could probably call it quits right now, and already so many breakthroughs have happened. And so really calling in insight and those ways to make this more accessible for the masses. It's too good. It's too good to hold back, and I trust that will happen. And stay tuned. And if you're watching this right now, like, well, how can I at least get started? I like to remind people in my bio, if you're on Instagram, or you can go to our website, we have free offerings to just get started. You can just get started with the Medicine of Flow Foundations course, the Aloha Va'a Experiential Medicine of Flow journey. That is, that's a really good one too. But both of those, and our next training probably won't be until 2023, but we'll definitely have some classes coming up. Our teachers in training are going to be teaching some classes as part of their requirements in June in the Saraswati Shala, the Nyasa Institute Virtual Temple. So stay tuned for that. If you're not on our Ohana Nyasa Institute newsletter list, get on the list so that you can have access and get all the notifications about those classes, and witness for yourself and the medicine inside of that each one of these trainees is bringing in. That's another amazing thing, right? Each teacher, each facilitator is bringing a very unique facet of the medicine because of their own unique healing journeys with the medicine. So it's just really infinite and expansive. And bottom line is, there is so much potential, and there is no reason to ever feel like you can't create something new, or that you can't break an unhealthy cycle, or that you can't manifest magical healing with a condition that you've been diagnosed with. So I'll leave you with that. Aloha, mahalo, namaste.